I don't have to be your friend to work with you. I can work with you, I can travel with you, and still have an amazing time doing one another. What's up, you guys, and welcome back to another vlog. In this vlog, we are on our way to the ATL at Atlanta. And so I'm going to be doing some voiceover on this vlog just because some of the places that I went did have music playing, and of course we know how YouTube goes. So the first spot that we went to was this restaurant called Toast. I'm pretty sure you've seen it all over IG, all over TikTok. This was their strawberry shortcake French toast. When I tell you, this thing was amazing. When you look at it, you would think, nah, I don't want that. The shit's probably really sweet. It was not sweet at all, which I was surprised about. It was not sweet. It had the perfect level of sweetness. It was four of us that were there for brunch. Since we had not tried it before, we just ordered one and split it into four so that we can all try it. Because as you see, everyone had their own meal. That's just us toasting it up. And this is my drink. I don't even remember what this drink was. I know it was delicious. That kale Caesar salad was amazing. Their mac and cheese, phenomenal. The Brussels sprouts with I think it's a honey lemon aioli, garlic lemon aioli, delicious. He had the hot honey chicken. I believe that was chicken and grits that she had, and then of course the salad and the Brussels sprouts. The yams were yamming. When I tell you, the food there was amazing. If you ever go to Atlanta and you actually can get into Toast, definitely make it a stop. The food is amazing. Look at that mac and cheese. Look at that. Look, the food was amazing. So let's go. So, hey guys, I'm here at the first annual Black Travel Expo here in Atlanta. We have our fitcation retreat table here. So, I didn't show you guys me traveling yesterday because it was a mess. It just was a mess. I was tired, got like 3 hours sleep, whatever. It was a mess. I didn't show you guys me traveling here on my day yesterday, but I did take some videos, some flicks of what I did yesterday. So we are here again at the Black Travel Expo in Atlanta, downtown Atlanta, Georgia, at the Marriott Marquis. We have a lot of vendors here. We have a lot of people in the travel industry here, guys. So if you were in the area, you can come down. As you can see, we have so many different businesses here. That is our beautiful setup, Fitcation Retreats. And yes, I just wanted to kind of clue you guys into what it is we've been doing. And here's Brandy getting ready to get the show started. And yeah, guys, and so that's it. It's not that I want you here. Yeah. It's not about the way you stare into my eyes. I know that I don't make things clear. I fall for you every time I try to resist. Can't get away. On trees, these views, and every day. All I wanna do is end up in this on replay. Wanna miss you. You
out there for vacation retreats. I do wellness coaching, fitness coaching, health coaching, behavior change. I'm a yogini. And so I figured that what would be nice for us to do is to just kind of wake up into this new space. So I have some affirmation tracks. And I would like to do a bit of chair yoga. So I kind of want to start off with just some, like, let's just get the body awake and alive, you know, and then we can rise up. But I ain't gonna have nobody in here sweating, okay? I want to make that clear. I want to make that clear. You know, it's just about getting us
I can achieve greatness. I am a champion. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I forgive those who have harmed me in my past. I will pursue what I was meant to do with all of my heart. I will pursue my purpose with passion and effort. Effort is free. Passion is free. I cannot control other people, but I can control my reactions to them. My thoughts are filled with positivity, and my life is plentiful with prosperity. I love myself, and I am lovable. My thoughts and dreams manifest into reality. I attract people who share love for the power of a positive mind. I have all I need for any moment I am in. I radiate in peace and joy. I can accomplish whatever I set my mind to. Spirit supplies me with people to help me accomplish my dreams. My light matters. My future is bright. I am powerful. I am divinely guided.
Inhale, AH.
I get good sleep every night. I get up fresh. I love exercise and I exercise every day. I am grateful for my healthy body.
Whatever we do to one side, we're going to do to the other side, right?
Perfect health is my divine right. Every cell in my body is healthy and radiant.
Travel industry and leadership roles with Norwegian Cruise Line, Hilton Worldwide, and then later Carnival Corporation. And then while in the cruise industry, something happened in 2020 called COVID-19. I found myself in a position where cruise lines stopped. I had a team of 40 people I had to lay off, but I still had a background in media. I decided to launch Traveling with Richard.
Yeah, all right, cool, yes. My name is Maurice Porche. My name when I travel on my travel show called Opus Travel Art is Moda Most. Yeah, I'm an artist, writer by trade. I have a day job, of course, because, you know, artistry out here doesn't really pay that well, so. I started traveling young. With my mom, of course, up and down at 95 corridor, the Charleston, South Carolina, where most of my family resides, in New Jersey. My first international trip was St. Martin. I've been 7 times since then, one of my favorite destinations because you can, you know, hop around, get multiple, you know, Anguilla, Saba, you know, St. Bart's, whatever. But since then, I've traveled to 45 countries, 5 different continents. Personally, I believe traveling is the one true thing that could actually possibly end racism. Just being able to see someone else's life around the world.
All right, so let's use the second word. What is your definition of inclusion, and what does it mean to you? Because there's a difference between diversity and inclusion. Anyone?
Sure, I'll take that one. When you think about, I want to first say, when you think about the travel industry and travel, it naturally would seem that it's the most diverse industry in the world. We go all over, whether you're in South Africa and you're there with the Xhosas, right? And you gotta get the click, right? Xhosa, right? So we go all over the world. We interact with different people of different skin tones, different languages, different dialects. One would argue we are diverse. So when you say what is inclusion, inclusion is the natural acceptance of diverse people. And that's what happened.
Well, this is why we're here, because we're having the conversation, you know. Nubia?
All right, so the reason why I feel that this is happening now, because as you said, we've been spending our dollars from the beginning.
Sure.
A lot of us been taken and,
Yes.
you know, migrated around the world. But the reason why things are happening now is because of situations like George Floyd and all of the situations in America where Black people are being literally still lynched and just taken out. So this was corporate's way of saying, how can we get the Black people to stop you know what I'm saying, being mad at us. Let's start showing them more. Let's get them in higher level positions because they're being called out by places like.
Absolutely.
And I think just piggybacking off what Danella and Nubia said, they're right. I mean, we've always spent the money. I mean, we were always spending money because, like I told the story, my mom and dad, they took us when we were kids and they were black, so they were spending money. So I had aunts and uncles, they were doing the same thing. So we've always spent the money. I think, like she hit the nail on the head, I think because of what happened to George Floyd, I mean, and when it happened, we were all at home. You know, it was due to COVID, we were all sitting at home. We had nothing to do but watch TV.
Yeah.
And then this happened. So everyone was forced to see, wow, this really happens. You know, and then I think it was some posturing from a lot of companies where it's like, hey, we can capitalize on this just like everything else. You know, anytime there's a tragedy or a disaster or something like that, sure, a lot of people are gonna be hurt, lose their lives or whatever, but there are also a lot of people that are gonna come up too. And, you know, businesses, you know, put on their capitalistic hats and say, how can we benefit from this? So I think she's right. You know, because of that incident, a lot of companies now are saying, you know, we need to look around and look at who we have in these positions, who are the agents of these companies. You know, they look like just us, but we need some of them to kind of keep them on board as well too, in addition to the dollars. So I think she raised a great point, and that's something that we can't hide from, you know, anywhere we go, especially people of color, because it's always on our mind. It always happens to us in different forms. So it's something that I appreciate her bringing out early on in the conference so we can make sure that we talk about it and not talk about it.
Okay. So I think that there's a lot of diversity professionals out there like myself. I've been doing this when it was affirmative action and equal opportunity, and it still is affirmative action and equal opportunity. So I think that this isn't new. There's a lot of my counterparts out here that have been doing this for years, blood, sweat, and tears, getting this message into the C-suite, into the boardroom is not an easy task.
Things like that. So I think it's important that we do, you know, share our stories or create, you know, pages on these platforms so we can share our story. You know, that needs to be heard. So that's just my perspective.
We outside, been outside. And at the same time, then with other black and brown creatives from around the globe, we get to decide what our journeys look like.
All right. Such an honor to be here and to be talking about my business. My name is Brandy Kilborn, and I go by Coach Brandy Nick. I am the founder, CEO, lead coach for Fitcation Retreats by Fit New Life. Fit New Life is my larger brand, and Fitcation Retreats specifically is the arm that deals with retreats, wellness retreats. I call them active wellness because on my retreats, we are actively working towards some kind of a change. So I work within the frameworks of the 8 dimensions of wellness. For those of you who do not know, the 8 dimensions of wellness are physical, intellectual, emotional, environmental, financial, occupational wellness, spiritual, and social. And so all of the different events, all of the coaching, all of the retreats that I do have to do with one of those different wellness.
Accommodations, your airfare, and your energy and spirit. And you bring your own spending money. All right, and you have a valid passport that does not expire 90 days after you return to the United States. So make sure that it's valid. All right, so here we go. I want you to pick a number between So I didn't tell her the number, I just told her that there's a rule behind the number that she selects. So pick a number between 0 and 110.
It's my favorite number, number 3.
All right, number 3. No way.
What?
She won a prize last night.
Oh.
Should we give it to her? Would it be fair? If it's the universe? What does everybody think? All right. Nashiko, you've won this prize. take off luggage yesterday. And you won a trip to South Africa for the retreat.
Assume you're an athlete or a musician or somebody famous. They're not assuming that you just want to go explore. That's foreign to them to just, for a black man or a black person, to just have disposable income to just go where you want to go that week, that day, that month. And so it's different. The questions are different. Like, oh, what brings you to Cape Town? What brings you to, Ghana, to these places? I just want to see it. Like, did you win a trip? Did you? No, I paid for it. You use miles? No, I paid for it. And so it's foreign to them to think that we have that type of capital and disposable income. So I think it's different. And again, they only know us as professional athletes or musicians. Anything besides, like, we don't have regular jobs or professions or careers.
Black American man, what I love about traveling abroad is that the first thing I get from people is, I think somebody spoke about it yesterday, it's not about where you're from. Like, I'm like, okay, Jersey. They're like, no, what country are you from? Because here in America, you're black, but abroad, you're American for the most part, but it's regional around the world, what part of Africa you're from, so you get a lot of that. So it kind of makes me feel like what we've been subjected to here in America doesn't, I don't want to say doesn't exist abroad, but it gives you a different feel about traveling abroad. So I love that part about it.
If I could chime in real quick on that. I was in Dubai a few months ago, and one of my friends from London had a friend with him, and he's like, so where are you from? I said, well, I live in the U.S. He said, no, where are you from? I said, the U.S. Okay, where's your parents from? The U.S. What about your grandparents? The U.S. Like, I can't, there's only, he's like, I don't understand why you guys say the U.S. Like, where are you from in Africa? I said, I don't know. So, like, I have to go take I want to go do one of those DNA tests of where you're from, but they really don't think that we're from the U.S., but if that's all you know, and that's where your parents, your grandparents, and their grandparents, so it's kind of, it was weird to have that conversation, but it made me think, like, man, like, where am I from? Traditionally.
Raise your hand if you agree with that. Travel is an expression of freedom. Travel is an expression of curiosity, okay? An expression of learning, an expression of growth. Okay, so we're gonna do a little repeat after me. If you believe what I'm saying, we're gonna do a little repeat after me, okay? So for one, and I want you to say with conviction, right? Like, don't say it if you don't mean it, right? Repeat after me. I cherish my freedom.
I cherish my freedom.
I am proud to be curious.
I am proud to be curious.
Yeah. I'm excited to learn more.
I'm excited to learn more.
I am growing day by day.
I am growing day by day.
I cherish my freedom.
I cherish my freedom.
I am proud to be curious.
I am proud to be curious.
Every time I'm listening to them, what's happening into me is about work-life balance. Like, the culture in the United States is utterly ridiculous. How much we have to work so hard, and in life we're gaining very, very, very little, And for me, the year that I decided, I was working at a school, and this school district could not make payroll like in March of that year, which is utterly ridiculous. Yet the superintendent gave himself a raise. So you start looking at the shenanigans of your industry.
It's not that I want you here. Yeah. It's not the way you say to my eyes.
So we decided to, of course, check out Slutty Vegan. I have been wanting to check out Slutty Vegan for years now. I know that there are some in New York, but I've just never gone. So we went to this location. It was a smaller location, but as you can see, there was a line. So we stood outside for some time before we were able to go in and even order our food. I saw a very big water bug or whatever. What do they call it in the South? I don't know. I call it water bugs. I do believe that they call it something else, but yeah, so this was us visiting Slutty Vegan. Okay, so of course I have to give a review of Slutty Vegan. It is not how I thought it was going to be. The shrimp were okay. The vegan shrimp were okay. I got the chicken burger. They didn't have the burger that I really wanted, which was the one with the plantain in it. They didn't have that. So I got the chicken burger. It was nothing to write home about. I literally have tasted better vegan chicken burgers and better vegan crispy shrimp than I tasted at Slutty Vegan. I'm glad that I had the experience. Always wanted to go there, so I got that out of the way, but I definitely thought the food would be a little better. I think the next time I go, hopefully I can go to a bigger location so that they can have more things on the menu. So this was our brunch in Atlanta for our final day. All of the companies who came together for the first ever Black Travel Expo was provided a really nice brunch on the final day. This is Brandy and I just BSing in the bathroom taking pictures. We decided to walk around the city to find the Selfie Museum. So this is just us walking around Atlanta. We did stop off to buy some outfits. I don't know if you consider that downtown. I don't think it was downtown, but there were a few stores that we stopped off at to get maybe an outfit or two. I think we both got to take some pictures at the Selfie Museum. So we just walked around the city, had a really good time, just chilled out, and then made our way to the Selfie Museum. I called it the eye.
I see.
Because that's all I knew. I'm like, oh, okay, they got a lens eye out here. My ass. So we finally made it to the Selfie Museum. It was a really cute spot. When we got there, you had different groups of people like doing photos and stuff. There was a group of little girls. I guess they were like a dance crew or something, and they were some of their parents were there, and they were just kind of taking pictures in front of the different little backgrounds that they had there for you. They do have bathrooms so that you can change outfits if you would like. And that's something that Brandy did. Looking at these photos, I realized that I did not change into that outfit that I purchased. I was wondering where it was, but you guys did see the outfit because I wore it in my Jamaica photos, but it was in my 2022 year in review video because remember I lost all of my Jamaica footage. So these were just photos that Brandy and I took and just had an amazing time. So if you're ever in Atlanta, or you can check your state to see if one of your cities have this Selfie Museum, because it's a cool little time. You can go there with your family, you can go there again for your business to just take photos and video, and they play music and stuff in there, so it's a nice little setup. Other than that, this was our last stop in Atlanta. We went back to the hotel to just chill out. My flight was going out first, so we chilled out for a little bit, packed my things, and then I was on my way to the airport. I believe Brandy left the following morning to all go back home and do it again. So this is just Brandy and I over and out, just having some fun, just dancing. Wanted to do a little video for you guys and just had a really, really good time. I have a love-hate relationship with Atlanta. I really do, but when I'm there, I do love it. So thank you so much for watching. Peace, guys.